Manchester United has been knocked out of the Carabao Cup quarter-final as the side of Spurs have beaten us by 4 goals to 3. Lots of positives, lots of negatives, but I think there are a lot of positives to build on than the negatives that are going to obviously aspire us into this beautiful game of football. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David being my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And obviously it's really a saddening night because I thought that United would obviously come up and obviously get through, but unfortunately we really never got through because we gave away easy goals. And by the way, all of those most of the goals that we have scored today have been really shambolic, and the defending was shambolic on both sides. Goalkeeping mistakes and defenders obviously not doing their job onto the night. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily, as you want to hit the magic number of 20,000 subscribers. By the way, we should hit that number before Christmas, and today we are just 20 days from Christmas. Now, it was Dominic Solanke in the 15th minute. Then in the 46th minute, it was Dejan Kulusevski went ahead to obviously bury the ball in the back of the net. And in the 54th minute, Dominic Solanke went ahead to obviously make it 3-0 for the club of Manchester United. Now, Zexi in the 63rd minute went ahead to obviously score from that howler made by Ben Foster. That saw Bruno Fernandes obviously win that ball after the press of Zexi towards the goalkeeper. Bruno Fernandes lays that ball in the mouth of the goal. Well-placed Zexi taps that ball in the back of the net. Then Amadi Diallo in the 70th minute went ahead to obviously make it 2-1 after pressing the goalkeeper, slid into his shot, and the ball deflected off Amadi Diallo's feet into the back of the net. Then in the 88th minute, guess what happens? Song Heung-min brings in a corner. It goes straight into the back of the net. It was really one of those corners that have been really controversial, that people say if VAR was there, it would have gone ahead to obviously be disallowed, but I don't think so, and I don't want us to obviously cry for VAR, because you people, when VAR is there doing its job, you say it's not needed in the game. It's supposed to obviously be taken out. Now, why are you really calling in for it when you've always gone ahead to obviously disguise it? So guys, let's not obviously cry for spoiled milk. I think Bendeil for that 4th goal, he went ahead to obviously sell himself out, because I think he would have gone ahead to do better. According to me, he would have gone ahead to do better into that beautiful game of football, but never did he do that, and I think he never gave us a chance in all those goals that came in through. Then in the 90th, I think plus 4th minute, we went ahead to obviously see to it that the club of Manchester United went ahead to obviously get a corner, and guess who heads that ball into the back of the net? It was none other than the guy called John Evans, to reiterate it that he really put us into a 1-goal margin, all goal difference with the side of Tottenham Hotspur. And guess what happened? We never really went ahead, obviously put in a shift that could obviously take us back to where we deserve to be. So the club of Manchester United is out of the Carabao Cup. That is it. We are out of the Carabao Cup. But should we start with the positives or the negatives? Now, first and foremost, what I liked about this team is that never say die attitude. 3 goals up, we pull 2 back, they take another lead to really restore like a 2-goal difference. We get into the mix, meaning that if we had defended well, Man United would have gone ahead obviously knock out this side of Tottenham Hotspur. That is it. But that never say die, that attitude of Manchester United, it's really one of those, and it shows you the quality that you're missing out when you're not having Amadi Diallo onto the field of play. Because when Amad came on, you saw magic obviously happening all over the place. That is it. Magic was happening all over the place. So all I want to let you know is that is one of the hugest positives. The other positive is Amadi Diallo continuing with his scoring run. He scored today and he had an assist for the third goal of Manchester United. So I think with him really putting in that shift game in, game out, he's going to be that player that United is really wanting. You know, for me, I want consistent players, and this guy has gone ahead to be consistent into this beautiful game of football. Joshua Zirkzee back onto the score sheet, and he scored today into that moment where he really had a tap-in. And remember, before even a tap-in came in through, a beautiful cross was put in by Diego Dallo. He really headed that ball into a very proper position of the lower bottom corner, and the goalkeeper really dived very well and tapped it into the corner. It went past the byline. So all I want to let you know is that there are positives that I'm really seeing. Zirkzee is really looking a more improved player under Ruben Amorim, and in this system looks like he's really gonna enjoy himself. Then I saw those passes of Lisandro Martinez that he did when you're playing against Man City. He did them too, and they had gone ahead, obviously, result into huge problems for those teams or for the opponents of Tottenham Hotspur, right? And obviously, Manuel Ugarte putting in that performance into the mix. And United, if they went ahead, obviously, come or complete the comeback today, they would have gone ahead, obviously, I think this would have gone ahead to be, 3 consecutive games when they are coming from behind. After, you know, remember the game of Victoria Pleasant? 1-0 behind, put 2 in front of them, and we won it. Man City, 1 goal behind. In the 80th minute, 90th minute, we won the game. Spurs, you know, United, we are just a moment away from obviously going ahead, obviously stretch that comeback. And obviously, if they had gone ahead, obviously do that, I would have gone ahead to have a title that the comeback champions into the mix. Then the negatives, I think our defending was really shambolic from the first goal. I think that shot that was directed to Baindir, it was really hard and he did his job. But how could Solanke run into that area when he doesn't have any defender of United really trying to press him and really making it hard for him to obviously have an easy goal at our goal? How could he? You know, that is shambolic defending. The second one, obviously, Lisandro Martinez running into the direction and obviously blocks that ball that would have gone ahead, obviously find was it Song Hyun Myun at the far post, and guess what happens? It was like setting that ball for Solanke, and Solanke went ahead, obviously hit that ball. Then thirdly, third goal we concede, he plays him onside, and after playing him onside, you know what happened? You know, he went ahead to obviously put in to play him offside. That is Solanke, ran into space, got hold onto that ball, composed himself very well, and shot it into the left bottom corner, and United couldn't obviously find themselves stopping that. So it was really one of those moments that was really very bad for the club of Manchester United. Then for the fourth goal, I think Atil Bendeir, or by Atali, they call him Atali Baindir, needs obviously do something that is really more better than what he did, especially when he's going into space. You know, punch that ball. People say there was a push. They obstructed him. His left hand was obviously not allowed to do, or was not allowed to join the right hand to obviously get hold of that ball. But all in all, I'm telling you, that is really one of those things that we obviously don't want to obviously come here and really communicate about, because the game of football is over. And I saw even Andrew Onana intervening after the game of football and telling the referee that that was something that you saw and that goal shouldn't stand. So for me, let me obviously go away with the positives, and for the negatives, I know the manager will work onto them, because on Sunday we are obviously going to be playing the side of Bournemouth at Old Trafford. Let's see these players recover, and I think tomorrow no training for those players that really went ahead to play very many minutes, and Saturday they'll train all as we prepare to play against Bournemouth into the mix. And I fear for United in this game of football when you're going to be playing Bournemouth, especially if at all our best central defender, known as, hear me out, known as Matthias de Ligt, is nowhere to be seen. I fear for the club of Manchester United, I tell you, because it's not going to be an easy goal for the club of Manchester United. So that's what transpired in that game of football. But I saw Dolo this time around trying to obviously put in some crosses and some cutback crosses, and they're really legit. You know, he put in, I think, 2 or 3 in the first half, 2 for Christian Eriksen and 1 for Anthony, but they couldn't obviously find the target. When we go to the guy himself known as Dallo in the second half, you saw that cross he put in through that really found or located Zexi in a very good position. Zexi headed that ball in the back of the net, and I liked his inversion passes into the central axis to look for Ugarte, Eriksen, and Bruno Fernandes in particular. So I think he's really improving, and today he has gone ahead of to put in close to 4 balls into the 18 box area. You know, I like the way Eriksen played, but the problem with him is that his intensity, and I think that the manager should think of playing him into a more advanced role. I know he's the best player on the ball for the club of Manchester United, but we really don't want to see things really not go the right way. So we really don't want to see things not go the right way. Now, my worry is, after this game that we've lost, the media is obviously going to come up and obviously pile more pressure onto Ruben Amorim as to why he's not including Marcus Rashford into the squad of Manchester United. You understand? And I want him to keep his composure. Even when they obviously throw all the daggers at him, I want him to obviously have a thick shield around him, and he really goes on with what he thinks is right. And we've gone ahead to lose respectively, and we've gone ahead to obviously fight. I saw players fighting until the end of the game. Lenny Yoro was superb. John Evans came on, looked good. Lisandro Martinez is a little bit shaky, but I think that is a one-off, you know, bad day in office. But he also showed us that his composure is needed into that central defense. And I think Anthony really looked bad. Looks like he's this kind of player who should only, if you want to get something good from him and a Ruben Amorim, he should come off the bench and obviously get you something special. So, but I loved all what we put up, the way we played, the possession, and obviously the way we obviously fought to get into that moment of really getting into the best way possible, as all never went on as planned. Now, 9 shots by Spurs, United had 20. You now know what I was talking about. That lots of positives in there for you. 6 shots on target by Spurs, 5 shots on target by Manchester United. That shows you that we're a little bit wasteful and we really lacked that accuracy at goal, because at least we'd have gone ahead to be having 10. And if you had 5 more on target, I tell you, this game would have gone ahead to be buried by Manchester United, and Spurs would have gone ahead to be those teams that would have gone ahead to go morning at the end of this game. 46% ball possession by Tottenham Hotspur, 54% ball possession by Man United. I like that because the side of Ange Postecoglou really loses all gifts possession. 423 passes completed by Tottenham Hotspur and 481 passes completed by Man United. 81% passing accuracy by 81% passing accuracy by Spurs. United had a passing accuracy of, had a passing accuracy of 12, had a passing accuracy of 83, then 9 fouls by Spurs, then 12 fouls by Man United, 3 yellow cards to both sides, 0 red cards to both sides, and 1 offside to Spurs, 5 offsides to Man United, 3 corners to Tottenham Hotspur, and 8 corners to the side of Man United. So that's how United came up and obviously did the needful into the mix. So that's how things really went ahead, obviously pan out. And I tell you what, United are really gifted to that. So when this game was going on, I remembered all those scenarios where United looked like They are 3 goals down, like in 2001, 2002. 3 goals down. United went ahead, obviously, with the needful, and we won that game by 5-3. Then there was 2016, United went ahead, obviously, win by 5-3. Then even under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, there is some time, obviously, went ahead, obviously, come back and really put in a very beautiful shift altogether. So, for the club of Manchester United and the fans, let's focus for the next game. Let's back the manager. Lots of positives that we can now really do the needful. But the other negative I really felt obviously discuss is we couldn't create an opportunity from open play, like really create a real goal, because these goals were courtesy of mistakes of these teams. But I want us to obviously continue creating more goals, because not every team is obviously going to come up and obviously see you really get or give away those balls. That means if you find a serious team with a serious goalkeeper, serious defense, then we are not scoring any goal today, meaning that we need to work onto that a lot and see to it that we really get into better positions. I'm going to be coming back with the player ratings, I think in like 2-3 hours from now. Better be ready for what I'm really going to be letting you know about who my man of the match was today. So guys, I sign out for now. See you later, and good night to those going to bed. Those still awake, obviously, I'm going to be going to the Rokani Media Football and let you know how the draws are going to hit to go, who has been drawn against who, and what is the initiative for Manchester United for those teams next. United, Sunday. Bournemouth, next fixture ahead of us. Will we obviously go ahead and obviously win that game of football? That is the huge question that most of you are really going to be having into your heads. Guys, bye-bye. But don't forget to subscribe. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash that black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, go ahead and obviously hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. This is, I think, the 3rd video of the day. The 4th one is coming in through early morning. I'm gonna be really updating with more content, and I'm here to spoil you with content, guys. That's why I tell you, subscribe, because more content is obviously gonna be coming up in huge plenty. So guys, I love you all, and good night to those going to bed. One love, and nothing is really gonna stop us from really improving. Ruben Amorim, let's back him. Let's all think positive. This is not the end of the journey. Ruben Amorim, before he came up in this game of football, he was asked on how important this tournament is. He said, we want to win every tournament, but for me, I'm really looking at the Premier League. He's going in for the big trophies as a manager. Getting back to winning ways, 2 games consecutively. Is this a blip, or it's really going to continue with Bournemouth? As I've told you, I worry a little bit when we obviously go away to play. Sorry, we go to Old Trafford and play against Bournemouth, because against such teams, we struggle a little bit, right? Rokan David is my name. Bye-bye.